Hi, my name is Harini, and I'm a student in the MS in Urban Design program at Georgia Tech. I have a background in architecture, having completed the 5-year Bachelor of Architecture degree from India. Today, I'm in conversation with Professor Rick Porter, who is Director of the Master of Real Estate Development in the College of Design. But before that, Rick Porter has a background in architecture from Georgia Tech and went on to create his own development company with a career spanning over 40 years, punctuated by industry leadership and environmental stewardship. So, Rick, tell us more about how you took this journey from architecture to real estate development to professor at Georgia Tech.
Sure, I would be glad to. I believe that the architecture background can be good in many fields, but my family experience was in real estate development. So when I pursued architecture in academia, I really wanted to understand the idea of a true visual picture, if you will, and a comprehensive picture of the built environment. And I believe architecture gave me that. I think of architecture as a way of thinking as much as a specific activity. So it gave me a background to apply to site development or to buildings and the various aspects of the built environment. So I used that degree to initially get into real estate development, doing some design build, and ultimately got more into the community development aspect of real estate development. So I was creating entire communities. I got re-engaged with Georgia Tech about 15 years ago because there was a discussion in the College of Architecture at that point, which is today the College of Design, about wanting to do something more with real estate development. So as a group, we discussed it for about a year, and then I was asked to teach, and I have been teaching since that time. Had the opportunity about 6 years ago to actually put together our current Master of Real Estate Development degree.
So we are here today recording for this testimonial for the MSUD program because Professor Rick takes the Real Estate Development Basic Finance course in fall, which is a required course in the MSUD curriculum. And as a designer, I have personally always tried to avoid financing courses. So what do you think other prospective students of the MSUD program should know about real estate development to inform their careers? Or alternatively, why do we need to take your class?
Sure. The concept of urban design is obviously an extremely important aspect of, in many ways, transforming the urban environment in almost any situation, whether anywhere in the world we find urban environments. The urban design concept is most important. But what we really hope to do in working together at Georgia Tech between real estate development and urban design is to give a foundation that will help the urban designer play a role in actually creating the spaces that they are involved in designing. And so those spaces that are going to actually get created will need a financial component in order to go forward. So we think that by combining real estate development students and urban design students in the classroom and giving the urban design students an exposure to how much money and how the money comes together to actually create new development will help the urban designer play a role in not just designing great spaces, but having enough of a background to play a role to help those spaces actually get created. Because that's the true transformation, is when we can create the spaces that come out of the design and out of the imagination of the urban designer. So it's important, and the urban designer does not have to be the financial lead of a project, but just understanding some of the basics of finance will create a situation where it's much more likely that these spaces get actually built and actually created, and that's the goal. That's what truly can transform urban environments.